you're gonna have to try to be at the point of release now, you're gonna have to try to come in about, actually, there's a little bit of a tilt. But you can't tilt so much that you don't release the ball in front of your shoulder. The more I tilt, the more it pushes the ball out here, and if I release the ball out here, I'm not gonna be consistent in the swing.
Yeah.
The professional people call it staying behind the ball. And all staying behind the ball means if the ball's released out in front of that shoulder.
It's like,
right here.
you always hear that term
Yeah.
from when people are long tossing.
Yeah, if you stay behind the ball, now, this is not staying behind the ball. That's what they're referring to right there. All right. Rushed.
Rushed it.
Yeah, this time when you come up to do it, rush, of course, but I want you to try really hard to be as behind the ball as square as you can. One of the neat things, if you do manage to stay behind the ball and square, the bounce on the front side will be easier.
Okay.
All right, just for now, get back here a little bit. I don't want that head to move when you're
Okay.
Okay. Stay behind the ball. All right. You look good. You look good. Don't rush and stay behind the ball. You might be high or low. But if you're doing these things, you're not going to be in that lateral zone, that
Yeah.
horizontal.
I felt like you got still in
You
that
did a
time.
little bit. You did. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. There's a lot of things, and I don't want to, right now, just let's concentrate on those two things. You raised up a little bit that time.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's okay. The only two things I want you to do right now is just don't rush and try to stay behind the ball.
Okay.
Just those two things. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I can, I'm sure your dad too, I can tell when you know, everything is there.
It kind of feels like I'm throwing sidearm though. Like, is that normal? At least this like psyche thinking that.
No,
It feels like I'm throwing like that.
yeah. Now this is no longer factual, I'm theorizing.
Mm-hmm.
For somebody who has consistently been here instead of here,
Mm-hmm.
it raises the release point. And so, a natural result
Mm-hmm.
of getting into a more athletic position, it's going to bring your release point down a little bit. The good news is, you might even end up with some movement on your fastball, because you're not head moving your fastball, your fastball is straight as an arrow. So, but the bad thing is, we mustn't do anything that doesn't make you feel athletic and comfortable.
No, it feels more comfortable throwing like
Okay.
from down here, but it's like I just envision like Randy Johnson kind of thing.
Oh,
Like,
no, you're still a high three-quarter.
okay,
Yeah, yeah,
that's what it feels like at least.
yeah.
That could be just because he's not behind the ball.
That's another, yeah, very
You know what I
much
mean?
so, very much so, yeah. Yeah. Some of the things I'd like to address, that you can't do everything at one time.
Yeah.
Right, you're throwing the ball well, and we're not gonna worry about it, but you're a little bit low with your elbow in these pitches, which means, I think I told you this before, I think you're gonna be a cut slider anyway. I'd like to junk your curveball altogether. But when you do throw it into the zone, you've had success with it. And if you have a tool that's useful, it's silly to take it away.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you'd have better control of cut than your curveball.
Mm.
But we can't do anything until your fastball's consistently in the strike zone.
Yeah.
If you begin to be consistent, and I think you will, to be honest, I think it's just a mechanical thing here. We probably, if you can afford the time, we probably should get together another time down the road and have you learn the cut
Okay.
of fastball. Or if he teaches it, learning from him doesn't matter, he teaches it. Okay.
I remember playing around towards it. You were telling me to play around with it towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
I never threw it in a game.
Yeah, and I just didn't because
Yeah. Pressing
You-
issues.
no, you were experiencing success and acquiring more confidence with your fastball. If you remember, we even allowed you to throw 3 or 4 breaking balls.
Yeah.
You know, literally 3 or 4. But you don't need it right now.
Mhm.
That's not. Everything had, in its place and in its time. So I'm going to leave you. I want you to throw 12 more straight balls here,
Okay.
and I want you to be mechanically perfect each time, with not rushing
Okay.
and staying behind the ball.
Yay, nay.
That's a strike. You did a good job. I don't want you to overthrow.
Oh, okay.
I want you to be rhythmical. Just do what you're doing. You rushed a little bit.
A little bit.
Now, don't fall in love with the product. You've heard me say that. It's the process that's important. You've got to do this over and over and over again.
A little bit down.
Yeah, well, you lifted your head a little bit. But you did real good that time on the backside. You lost it on the front side.
Yeah. I didn't finish the pitch.
Yeah.
You feel myself tilt over. You can see the result
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Every time you tilt, it causes your arm to drag a little bit, and the ball would stick over here.
Yeah.
That was nice. That was pretty. That's the great thing about you. Whenever you do get yourself together, you have a very pretty delivery. The two things that we look for are arm strength and the kind of delivery that will allow you to play when you're 40 years old. And you have both of those. You just have to refine it.
Mm-hmm. Got a little tilted that last time.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Get behind it all.
Remember when I talked to you about breathing?
Mm-hmm.
It's time. You're starting to hyperventilate a little bit. Be as calm as you can back here. Get everything under control. And you're a little thing that you do. This is a person I think probably. Whenever you start to breathe heavily,
Mhm.
you increase your tempo. Most kids do the opposite. You slow down. But for some reason, you increase. And then you rush, and then everything begins to fall apart.
And then I panic and then it just the
Yeah.
downward spiral goes.
Yeah. So, good for you. That's what I wanted you to feel. Because you're going to be the best coach
Yeah.
for yourself.
Still kind of feel
Yeah, and if you can balance yourself on the front side, we're not dealing with that right now. I just want you to stay behind the ball. stay right behind it. That's it. Three more. That is, you did a great job of staying behind the ball that time. You rushed,
Yeah.
but you stayed behind the ball.
So I feel like I'm staying back and not rushing, but I need to just do it for that many more seconds.
You need to do it until this is finished,
Mhm.
until you finish your lift. If you start going at the top of your lift, I'm gonna say this, but I don't want you to think about it.
Yeah.
The plane that you raise this knee in
Mhm.
is the same plane with the sensor. It should look like this, straight up here, and starts down here, and then we go. We're not gonna make a big thing of that right now.
Yeah.
But I do want you to be able to get the whole way up here without moving forward.
Okay.
Good, 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 good.
That's all right. Don't say nothing, I'll phone that.
These last two that you're throwing, no rushing allowed.
Okay.
Tell me again what rushing is.
It's like you're saying, like doing this kind of business.
Good for you. Good, 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 good. Stood up.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw one more pitch, John. Did you feel it?
Mhm. My arm didn't come through the slot nearly as easily.
Oh, that's nice. That one's really nice. Can you take that home and work on it now?
Yeah.
I wish you were closer, but,
I'll drive out here as much as it takes.
well, you're in the middle of your season, and I wanna see you be successful in ball games, but to be honest with you, I don't think it's very important right now. Next year's important,
Mm.
but right now, the good thing is the good Lord's giving you this arm strength so that they're not gonna discard you. There's not kids out there like you.
Mhm.
They're not gonna discard you, but, and that's why I think you probably have a little more autonomy than you realize.
Mhm.
That you can do some things on your own, make some decisions and what have you. But you need to work hard on your mechanical delivery,
Okay.
so that that becomes consistent.
Okay.
Great. So, see you again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, Coach.
You're welcome for sharing this up quickly. Yeah,
Somebody?
yeah, John gets,
I don't know what the time frame is on